Hello, Baz at GotAUkulele with another instrument review. First, not my first Pono. I love these things. I actually got 3 of them now. But my first baritone ukulele on GotAUkulele, which is surprising. Don't really know why that is. I've played them before, but I've never bought one. Over here in the UK, don't know whether it's the same around the world, there's certainly a much more limited choice on baritones in the ukulele stores. There we are. What can I say? The choice is limited. Pono is a brand that I respect greatly, hence why I buy 3 of them now, a concert, a tenor and this baritone. And this is their MB series, M standing for mahogany, B for baritone, made in Indonesia under the Pono brand, which is a subsidiary of GotAUkulele Hawaiian ukuleles, so good quality. And this was about 395 quid in this spec, and that is to say that it's had a pickup fitted, a Fishman AG series passive strip underneath the saddle, fitted by Southern Ukulele Store. And for $395 you get that uke, you get the pickup fitted, and you get a pod case as well. So not a bad price really. Ponos are kind of that first step into a more serious instrument. I mean, there are professionals who play these on stage. I believe Amanda Palmer plays a Pono amongst other people. Dave Matthews from the Dave Matthews Band. James Hill plays a Pono from time to time. You know, they're respected. They're considered to be a decent instrument. So they're the step up from the Chinese, while still made in Indonesia, the step up from the Chinese generic factory ukes. These are made under control of GotAUkulele with their own woods, and it shows. It's a solid thing. I'm just going to move the camera down so we can have a better look at the instrument. Yeah, plain mahogany. Not going to win any awards for crazy curly grain and flame, because it's pretty simple, but I like simple. At the end of the day, bling doesn't make a tone. The core instrument and the player do that. Bling is just about personal choice. I like plain. It is, however, a lot paler than I thought where I'd seen the original photograph. Very pale wood. It's growing on me. When I first opened it up, I thought, oh my god, who's bleached my ukulele? But actually I'm starting to like it. It's finished in a satin finish. It's absolutely flawlessly made. Not too heavy, feels nice and solid in the hands though. It's a nice thing. Yeah, very plain. Rosewood bridge mounting here with a bone saddle, tie bar, and we've got some inlaid marquetry around the sound hole. Looking inside the instrument, it is absolutely impeccably made. Really nice and tidy, nice subtle bracing, feels good, everything's right basically. You can see here we've got a little bolt hole. I will explain what that is a little bit later. It's quite unusual for ukuleles. So there we are. So no other bling whatsoever, apart from a bit of a rosewood cap here on the heel, which is nice. Yeah, good. Hardwood, mahogany neck, I believe. 3 stacked pieces here at the heel and another joint up at the headstock. It's not overly wide, but it's certainly not narrow. It's got a nice sort of D-shaped profile. Nice in the hands. Fits my hands perfectly. And a bone nut. We've got a rosewood fingerboard, which is nice and uniform in colour, as you can see. Very small, understated position markers here at the 5th, 7th, 10th, 12th, 15th, and we've got those repeated on the side for the player as well. Good stuff. The frets are finished really nicely, no sharp edges, and they are bound as well, so you can't see the fret edges. Flawless, really. No complaints at all with that neck. People do sort of get onto forums and talk about Ponos and try to find something wrong with them. Are they too heavy? Are they too quiet? Are the necks too wide? Are the necks too narrow? They're really not. They're good ukuleles, seriously. Up to the headstock. Fairly standard, unassuming shape. The Pono logo there is inlaid in mother of pearl, and the whole thing is faced with stripy rosewood Very nice. The tuners are open-backed, geared tuners with metal buttons, branded with the Pono brand. They look very much like Grover's to me. They're really good quality. Yeah, and finally comes with strings. 2 wound strings. These are Coalo brand strings, so you can see the yellow, it's trademark yellow of their fluorocarbon, nylon, whatever strings, and 2 wound strings. I don't like wound strings. I don't knock my ukulele reviews down on account of the string choice, unless the company has gone really for the cheap, as you like, option and fitted something dreadful. These are not dreadful, these are good strings, very good quality strings. I just don't really like wound strings, and I think I'm going to be changing them out in due course, but there we are, they're on it for now and they sound alright. And as I say, that Fishman passive strip under the saddle, running to the jack socket in the bolt. Oh, I didn't talk about the bolt. Yeah, that bolt there is an Allen bolt which can be adjusted. There is a threaded bar running right through the neck called the Truss Rod, which you normally only see on guitars, and that adjusts the relief of the neck. You don't want a neck like this, you want it like this. Now, you don't normally see them on ukuleles for the simple reason that they're there on guitars to counteract the pretty enormous tensions that steel strings provide. And you just don't get that with the ukulele, although, you know, there's nothing wrong with having it there. It will allow you to adjust the relief. And if I check down the neck, yeah, there is a very slight bow in the neck this way, which is what you want to see. Yeah, this way. So it's kind of like this. And it gives a nice relief and action to the neck without having to meddle around with the main action culprit at the saddle. Tiniest of turns required in that bolt. In fact, I've not needed to touch it at all, and I hope I don't. But it's a nice thing to have, I guess. And there's a pod case included for $3.95, so not a bad price. How's it sound? Well, it holds well. I could play this without a strap. It's nice and light and balanced. It's not heavy on the neck. Sustain. Wow. It goes on and 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 on. This is in low D tuning, these strings. And I think it really does sound I think it sounds lovely. Yeah, it's all right. You know, I'm quite a fan of this thing. Don't know why I've not had baritones before. Yeah, Pono, great brand. Not something to be worried about. I don't know why people do. It's almost like they're trying to find something wrong with them. I never find something wrong with them because I think they're really reliable, really well built, sound great, look good, good price. If you are in that beginner category and you're looking to make your step up to a serious instrument, you've got the money, this is definitely a brand at any scale that should be on your list for consideration. Serious as that. The Pono MB in E-spec with the passive pickup. These you can get them a bit cheaper if you get it without the pickup. Highly recommended by GotAUkulele. Really nice instrument.